Good morning. This is Mark Bruno with the Cannata Report. I'm the editor-in-chief, and it's Friday, which means we're here with Frank. And Frank, good morning. I understand you have a special guest with you today.
We're very, very fortunate to have a very dear old friend, Mike Stramaglio. We're delighted to have him as our guest today. We were a guest that we set in on a panel that Mike did. CJ, who normally does it, couldn't. I had a conflict, so I set in. That was a good meeting, Mike. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And I thought it was kind of interesting that the panel you had was so diverse. And it really was. I mean, there was no aspect of the business that wasn't covered, which is a great way to go at anything. And then I started thinking, conversely, well, let's go back and say, how about if Mike gets a group of people that are very knowledgeable or can be knowledgeable about what their specific issues are. So I believe I suggested it on the panel that Mike reach out to the heads of all the independent dealer groups, of 7, I think there are, and then challenge them in a sense, saying, what is the most pressing issue of the day that we have to come up with an answer for your group?
I think having the opportunity to visit with each of the groups independently and asking them those questions, provides us with an opportunity to create a new panel per group and or even a collective as we go forward. So I love the idea, and I've been reaching out to some of them already. As Mark and I were talking, we're going to be visiting CDA next week. So, that's something that I would like to bring up to the group. So I love the idea, Frank, and I love having Cannata Report involved. And obviously, we want to continue to grow the educational experience for everybody. And right now, there seems to be a really interesting cornucopia of questions out there, whether it's just print or IT services or hiring people. Some of the same old stuff, but important and becoming more important. And then, of course, you have the whole new gamut of AI and how are you doing it and how are you making money with it. So I agree. I love the idea, and we're going to continue it with your help. It's a very complex business right now. On one hand, it's very simple to see the old, the things that we've been accustomed to for the last forever. And obviously the conundrum there is print. And so that diversity of product portfolio or services portfolio becomes so extraordinarily important. But I agree with you. We talk about profitability, and usually it's all over the board, depending on the size, the national coverage, and frankly, what they're doing on a daily basis. But I had a great conversation with a gentleman who has the largest MNS business in the country. And Frank, it was a huge education for me. In our industry, we hear all the time how people are struggling to make money, period, and then certainly struggling to make money in IT services. Well, this gentleman yesterday gave me an hour and a half worth of magic. And,
Really?
and those are the kinds of people I think you need to help us, fan the fire of what they're doing, because they're doing it. The flip side of that is you don't know anything about print. So it's a common goal.
There's a couple of different directions to go here, Mike. I think with somebody like you exploring that question, the way you're capable of doing it would be a fantastic beginning. And I would love to see you do that.